Okay, on today's micro break, got a lower body mobility here matrix here using kind of our desk or anything stationary it's not going to move on you. We're going to start by going after this right calf. So with my right foot flat, and this left foot as a driver as I step forward at 12 o'clock. And I'm coming across to 1 or 2 o'clock and that kind of 10 or 11. So by using this left foot as a driver, I'm creating a different reaction in that right foot to kind of stress the tissues, joints a little bit differently. The key is I keep that right foot flat though. So I'm getting nice stretch into the calf group here, as well as mobilizing the tissues around the ankle. The foot here is I kind of mobilize, I step across. Now I'm going to do the same thing the left side, using that same stepping motion. So I'm keeping that left foot flat. As I go across, I come at an angle. And again, paying attention which side you're kind of a little bit tighter on as I mobilize the tissues as well as the bones and joints there around my ankle, foot complex there. Key is to keep that left foot down so you keep the tension on the tissues there around the foot ankle complex here as you step across. Just winding up the foot a little bit different here. Now we're going to kind of go after this hip flexor. So now I'm going to step back a little further. Kind of get on ball foot. Now I'm going to use this left knee as the driver. Just kind of push forward so I kind of feel a nice little pull and kind of back out of it. Again, nice tall spine. You can use it in the desk and just kind of sit into it. As now as I really open up this right side hip flexor here using that left knee as a driver now. You're going to try to maintain a tall spine so you get a nice stretch. Again, this area gets stiff and a lot of us, we just don't go through full ranges of motion. Now we're going to switch and do the left side. Reset yourself, tall spine. Use that right knee as a driver now as I stretch out this left front hip. But again, we just don't get a lot of extension, don't get full range of motion. We sit a lot, so these tissues just get really stiff during the day. And again, one of the big rocks, the hips, when it's not moving right, cause a lot of problems down the chain and up the chain. Low back, shoulders, knees, you name it, can be a culprit if it's not moving well. We've got to get our hips moving better, so a great one. Now we're going to go after our hip rotator. So I'm going to sneak my right hip up on the desk, kind of my belly button. I'm going to lean forward till I feel a pull, and what I'm going to do here is just kind of move a little bit side to side, kind of glide. I'm really going after the tissues in this right glute. So kind of move side to side here. Getting after those hip rotators again. Gets really stiff through here. And again, some people, their sciatic nerve exits right through the belly of the muscle, just how they're made, so they're more prone. Some sciatic issues, but a great way to kind of get after those tissues, open them up, get some blood flow pumping. Now we're going to switch to the left. Put about rolling belly button, reset yourself, square your shoulders, lean full to your full pull in that left hip. Same thing, it's kind of a little side to side action here. Getting after the tissues of those hips. Again, they tend to get really restricted, but a great way to kind of get some movement in there. Movement in the joint, the tissues around it. Get some blood flow pumping there, especially if you've been sitting all day on your butt. Everything gets stagnant, no blood flow going through there, so a great way to kind of start pumping in some nutrients, things like that. Great way to kind of get just everything from the foot ankle to the knee to the hips loosened up. Should feel great after doing that. Definitely give that a try. Break up your day by kind of getting those areas loose. I'll see you on the next micro break.